Okay, so last time, the group made it to the city of Tamarin, and they immediately went into the casino, which is where Sanfir said that they would meet, or she would meet the group. They gave her the things from the bunker that she asked for, her old battle axe, the lockbox, the rings. She gifted them said rings, and even gave Nilbog an extra satchel of gold to never again mention that she drunkenly asked him to poop on a bed.
Yeah.
She then told you that one of the group members in her old group, Bourbon, had a repository somewhere in this city, and it was apparently located under the archives. Ooh, sorry.
Repository of books and knowledge, yeah.
Yes. She said she would hire somebody to sneak them into the archives so they could find the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a day since, and you're supposed to meet her in about probably maybe an hour. Is anybody doing anything before the meeting?
Where are we? Are we
You
in the
are.
inn, waking up, or what?
You're in the inn. You're not waking up, but you've spent some time here, and you've had time to sort of acclimate. You've had time to acclimate. There's a human behind a bar who's taking orders for food. It's roughly early dinner time. Early bird specials are going up. He's got a hand in a cloth, wiping a glass. The same glass he's been wiping for an hour. When he shouts out, "It's early bird time." Eating before the sun goes down is never really a bad thing. Saves you money. Who's hungry? And nobody answers. Y'all are so awkward. Yeah? He looks over at you. He takes a pen out from behind his ear. What can I get for you? It doesn't click. Only my pen does that. But he's got a...
Wait, is it a feather pen?
No, it's just straight up a piece of iron with ink on it. But he's like, what can I get you?
Coffee.
A little late in the day, but I can do coffee.
I'll take whatever the special is tonight into my ale.
Well, all right. The special tonight, actually, is ale. And also ale bread.
Even better.
He writes it down before looking at the other elf in the group. Hells, that's you.
Is it? Really?
What can I get you?
Do you have any tea?
Yeah, I have tea.
What
Any
sort?
particular type?
Well, what sort do you have?
Well, I have this imported tea from some elven land or another called Earl Grey. And then, of course, I've got just straight up black tea. I can serve it hot or iced, sweet or unsweet.
I'll have an Earl Grey, please.
Excellent.
Earl Grey.
Hot.
Would you like a sandwich with that, Captain?
No, I'm good. Just the tea, thank you.
All right. He writes it down and looks at the orc in your group who is oddly silent. Before disappearing back into a kitchen. You hear him shout some orders and just roughly manhandle a couple pots and pans before he comes back out. Hell, stop sending me pictures of your cat. Come on, man. Every time I look, I'm like, oh, there's the guy who's going to play Nilbog since he's sick. By the way, anybody who's watching, Nilbog is sick. So send him regards.
Get well soon, Milbog.
He comes back about 20 minutes later. He's got a turkey sandwich on ale bread with a rather large mug of ale. You can't see him holding the plate here. He puts it in front of Osprey. He's got a Earl Grey tea that he puts in front of Zara. And for Kay, he's got coffee, black, with cream on the side, and honey.
Cool. That'll work.
It's about 30 minutes before you have to meet Sanfrier. Is anybody doing anything in particular, or are we just going to the meeting?
Drinking the coffee.
Well, I kind of just
Yes.
time-lapsed that.
Well, maybe I'm savoring it, you know.
Okay, fair enough. Savor your coffee. It's probably cold if you wait that long to drink it, though.
Oh no, I've been sipping. Yeah.
We should do an advertisement for coffee. Not any particular coffee, just the very subject of coffee. Maybe someone will pick us up.
Watching this or anything?
Maybe someone will pick us
The
up.
blend that elves prefer.
There you go.
Now I actually want coffee.
See? See? Gosh, if we have that effect on a player, imagine what we'll do if you actually pay us to advertise.
Endorsement. Ching.
The bartender looks at his wrist. There's nothing on it. He just looks at it. Getting to be pretty close to dinner time proper. I guess I'll have to actually start the special of the day. Ladies, if there's anything else I can get you, just shout. With that, he
Like,
heel turns. What?
you said shout, and I said, you mean like, ah!
Sorry, that just caught me off guard.
A little bit softer now. Shout a little bit softer now.
He heel turns and power walks away.
Power walk.
Oh, it's the silliest little power walk.
Now, shout a little bit. Shout
He's
louder
getting
now.
a
Shout
gold
little
coin
bit
as a tip
louder
for that
now.
power
Shout.
walk.
Yes, he's got to keep the glutes going. That's how he gets the tips.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
The city itself is still difficult to wander around. I forget, are you guys on the east side or the west side of the valley?
Aren't you supposed to know this?
No, because we didn't actually say last session. I was just bullshitting it for you to make it easier for you. Thank you, Spencer. You're welcome.
The east side.
There we go.
I don't
Thank you.
remember. Yeah.
You're on the east side, and you wander around. It's a really tightly packed hall that you find yourself going through, even though it's one of the main thoroughfares, and there's exits everywhere on your right. You find yourself feeling cramped. As you exit to the dusky afternoon valley, the traffic seems to have slowed. It's not exactly stopped, but there's not nearly as many people coming in as there were this morning. And there's definitely a lot less trade going on everywhere except the casino. Who knew that a place that basically celebrates the nightlife would be active at night? The palace, by the way, if you want to call it that, is maybe half a mile that way. Are you guys going to walk or take the wagon? Ooh, sorry.
I thought we parked the wagon.
You parked the
Before.
wagon at the casino. We actually stopped the session after all that, and I kind of just, like, yada-yada'd it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm looking for
So
you to yada yada where your wagon is.
it's parked in a different place near where we're gonna meet Sanfir.
There you go. See? That's how you yada yada.
All right then. I didn't know I could do that.
All right. The walk toward the palace isn't very difficult. There's a nice little sidewalk, a path just for pedestrian traffic. It's actually, you would dare say, leisurely. Although, not exactly scenic. Both sides are covered in rock. But, who knows, maybe some people like that. There's murals of elves here and there. There's a lot of depictions of stars. One of the walls actually has a really large fresco of the moon. And the longer you look at it, the more you'd swear there was supposed to be something on the moon. But you really can't tell. It's just so old. It looks like it hasn't exactly been very well kept. You finally make it to the palatial government building, where people are mostly filing out. It's probably about an hour or two till they close. Wow, Hals, you just chugged that coffee.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little
So good.
impressed. As you make it to the government building, you see off to one side around the corner, who else but the blonde lady, Sanfir. And she's talking to a dwarf.
Okay, so I guess
Well,
we
we've
walk
been
over to
expecting
her.
you for some time now.
You hear snippets of their conversation. You start to get closer until finally they come within what is basically earshot. There's people around, so it's kind of hard to hear them over the general drone of the crowd. Until you get about within 20 or so feet of them. Forge, you see them just over there. They're obviously approaching you and Sanfir as you talk.
Looks at them directly and addresses them. You over there. What are you doing here? Are we expecting you? Not any like as though I was. I broke character. I went in character, then I broke character.
You're fine, you're fine, you're fine.
It's messy.
You know, nobody's a master on it their first day. Sanfir looks over and sees the group. Oh, yeah, they're here. They're here. Hey. She kind of waves you, like, in a casual sort of, like, be quiet, be quick sort of motion. Once you approach, she kind of looks around. She's obviously nervous. She says, all right, good, good. This is the group that I hired. This is, she introduces you each in turn. Osprey, Zara, Kay, and I forget the big guy's name.
Milbog.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And this is, and she looks at you.
Maugus, pleased to meet you. Holding out his hand, and since he's shorter than all of you, he's holding it like above his head. It looks almost like he's trying to grab a balloon or something.
Nice to meet you too. No offense, but why are you here?
He's going to open the back door. He's going to open the back door and get us in. And then we have to find a secret door that's located in the ancillary chamber of the archives. All I know is that it's going to be against a wall.
Do we have a floor plan or anything?
Sorry, I missed that.
Do we have like a floor plan or anything? And where we're going to find this, or do we have to sneak around to find it?
Yeah. I have one. Maugus pulls it out, but there's distinctly a lacking of missing door. But it's the wrong floor plan that he has.
Oh,
It's the
that's
right building, but it's not a
Nice.
So he has a floor plan,
Very
but it's not the
helpful.
right one.
Exactly.
You know what? He tried.
It's
As long as he can unlock this door, we'll call it.
well, it was a secret door. It's not like they'd write it down. And I also don't visit the basement as I'm not an employee.
Then how can you open the door?
I'm
No.
a dwarf.
He's going to
Ghost
open the
go.
outside door so that we can get in.
Okay.
And then hopefully he knows how to open this inside door.
I'll manage, or one of you will.
Well, that is what I'm
Enough
paying you
smarts
for.
between the three of you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, side note, there's 4 there, one's just not here.
Sorry.
Bloody orcs.
I should have said the lot of you.
Anywho.
Damn.
Still no message. That's okay. I'm just going to count him out.
Equivalent of a sense motive check on him?
Yeah, sure. It's
Maybe he's just
insight, by the
lugging him
way.
around.
Do what?
It's insight, by the way. Go ahead.
Okay. $23.
Okay, what are you looking for exactly?
Just to make sure he doesn't seem super shady or...
Well, he is offering to sneak you into a government building. I wouldn't say
I'm
that's...
talking about not on our side shady.
Yeah.
Double agent.
Exactly.
He doesn't strike you as the type to really be a double agent.
Okay.
But at the same time, would a really good double agent look like a double agent?
That's right.
It depends on how good he is at it.
Gosh.
Yeah, and I think if she rolled a 23, she could tell.
Maybe it's recursive. Maybe he's so good at being a double agent that he doesn't look like a double agent. And to do that, he would look like a double agent.
But if he was a good enough double agent, he wouldn't look like a double agent because we wouldn't suspect anything.
God, he would have to be a grand master.
You're making my head hurt.
You guys make my
Well,
heart
it's
hurt.
just a question of overthinking yourself.
Sorry, not sorry.
But he doesn't seem like he doesn't seem like a government official of any sort. And beyond that, it's not exactly like you're doing wrong by going into the archives, right?
Well, we're breaking in.
Sort of, yeah.
We're not.
True.
We're just going to walk through an open door.
Speaking of,
Door opened by me.
speaking
I
of, Mog, luckily
I have a
that door is
spell
right
called,
here.
Maugus.
I have a
Maugus
spell
is
called Cast
standing in the-
Without Trace.
That's not a bad idea.
Am I able to cast that on the group, or is it like it covers only one person sort of spell?
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't have your PHP delivered yet, do you?
What spell is it?
No.
Pass without trace. It is the whole group.
Alright, that'll help.
Yep, which is very nice, but I don't know if I would use it right now. It's not exactly the most accurate, most important time just yet.
It's kind of like
We'll
it's
have more usage.
but it's a fallback at any rate.
Exactly. The door that Maugus is supposed to open, by the way, Maugus, is right here, maybe 5 feet this away.
Walks over, opens the door. Well, I know which one it is. I know. You didn't cue me in yet. Not like I'm waiting all day for anyone.
Sanford
Walks
kind
over
of
to the door.
massages her nose there. You're right, please. By all means, lead on.
Alright. There's almost a clip clop like. So, his shoes look like they're made of fabric, but it sounds like the base are made of something else because there's a clicking sound, almost like a horse's shoe against the cobblestone as he goes in. He opens the door and gingerly gestures, saying, "There's no one waiting there but us. Or there's no one waiting here but me."
Is he wearing tap shoes?
What I want to know.
don't know
Sounds
that.
like tap shows. It
Maybe
does
he's
sound
got
like
hooves.
Oh,
That'll make sneaking
Work
kind of
well,
hard.
though.
Maybe neither. You don't know.
That'll make sneaking kind of hard, though.
yeah, I don't know if you want to sneak around in tap shoes.
Do we have any cloth that we could
Muffle
cover
the
the
noise.
shoes with? Yeah.
And it's clicking against cobblestone. I'm fairly sure that a carpeted floor wouldn't be nearly as loud.
Yeah, but if we have any cloth that we can wrap the shoes in, then it won't make the clicking.
And
Alternatively, you could just take off his
carpet?
shoes.
Is it carpeted inside anyway? We
It
don't even
is
know what
not.
floor
It is actually, it's a very nice polished wood inside.
Mm.
Indeed. It's almost shiny.
That's not only going to click, that's going to echo.
Yeah, that's gonna be loud.
Sanfir looks at you. Yep, off with the shoes.
You see him peel them off slowly. He sniffs them. He sniffs them as they're in his hand, retches, and just puts them aside. Doesn't even try and store them. Just drops them right there.
Beautiful. Lead
The
on.
barefooted dwarf.
Lead on, dwarf. Wait,
What
he's
else?
not wearing socks?
He's already.
Apparently not.
Socks
You
are
know
important.
that socks have been invented for a long time, and no, he's not wearing socks.
I mean, who's to say?
Like,
This
How
is
How
a
often are they
fantasy
supposed to
world.
calm their toe down?
This is a fantasy world. They have neon lights just in the valley over there.
Oh,
They
you
have
told
neon
us you
lights,
couldn't
because
call them
technology was
neon
recently
lights.
invented, and it's local.
This is
Yeah,
true.
you said I couldn't call them neon lights.
They're not
I tried.
neon lights. They're Ethereum lights.
Mm.
The
Well, maybe
dwarves get
Maugus
super
doesn't
picky.
like stockings.
Fair enough. Okay. Lead on.
Oh,
As
he's
you
already
walk-
inside the building and waiting for everyone to go through.
As you walk through the, what is basically the fire escape, you are in the ancillary chamber of the archives. Just like any library, there's shelves lined up that go from floor to about roughly 8 foot high.
I'm in
They,
heaven.
sorry?
I'm in heaven.
Oh,
I
okay.
know, right?
They go back and forth parallel to the door. You can actually look straight ahead and see the main archival room, which has shelves going perpendicular. Unfortunately, the more you look, the more you're sure somebody's going to pass by that doorway and see you, because people are passing by and just
No
like
need to be
not looking
sheepish,
yet.
but-
Mm,
No
Shouldn't we
need to be
just act
sheepish.
like we,
People won't notice us.
yeah, just act like we're supposed to be here?
Okay.
Or
Sanfir kind of smiles sheepishly. You might say that, but I don't think anybody's going to look at our orc friend and say that he belongs here.
Oh, can't we just get him a maid dress and he'll fit right in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, he's a smart orc. He's really good with numbers and marketing and stuff, you know.
And marketing. He's got a business degree.
Is
He's got a
they
business
hardly
degree.
notice. They won't notice you if you follow me.
No Bug smiles and just says butt sex while following.
God.
All right. As you go past the first shelf, Sanfir looks around and casually mentions it'll probably be along an inner wall. I don't see a secret door into an underground lair being on an outside wall.
What are we looking for again?
It'll be something out of place. Maybe like...
It'll be along with the interior walls, possibly behind a bookcase.
You know, when I was trying to kill Hook Hand Jack,
Return.
I was absolutely certain that there was going to be a secret bookcase lever. Like, you know, you pull out a book and there's like a door that opens. Maybe they did it here. I don't know why I was so sure it would be like that, but I couldn't help it.
Yeah, we looked for that for a long time.
Is-
I mean,
Has
they did.
anybody got some sort of like a spell
I have,
to look for things like that?
and I have investigation. I don't think I need a spell. I think I can just make an investigation roll to find where it is.
I mean, typically speaking, anyone could make an investigation roll. There is, of course,
+3 to investigation.
there are several spells that do help you with such investigations. But
Well, I look for drag marks at the bottoms on the ground on the floor. Bookshelves should have been open.
okay.
Oh, that's smart.
Well, as you approach the left-hand wall, which is an interior wall, there are 2 bookshelves that sit on there. Are you looking at those specifically?
Yeah, the first ones we come to on interior walls.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, I guess everybody roll and let's see what you get next time.